Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We are on episode number 23. My name is Charles, you can call me Charwhale if you like, and today I think we will be, without taking damage for 2 levels, greed mode with Azazel. We could try greed mode. The last episode we did do Azazel though, so I think we'll save that for a little bit and we'll do a Lazarus run. I think we'll save the Azazel greed mode for a little bit later. If we get some pennies or a bomb, that would be fantastic to re-roll, considering how bad of an item it is. Regardless, I will not be picking it up, even though I don't have a spacebar, simply because I can't, or a spacebar item I should say, simply because once I pick it up I cannot put it back down, unless I get another spacebar item, which is probably a little unlikely. But regardless, we will keep on moving along here. We are Lazarus. I'm not entirely sure if we have Lazarus's item right now or not. I don't think we do, but we very well may. Unfortunate for that not to be the item room. Okay, whipworm, whipping a worm. I appreciate this for the potential range upgrade, even though it doesn't really look like a range upgrade. It's a shot speed upgrade. But if our range is relatively low, the shot speed will absolutely help our range. So I think it's a pretty decent item. I actually enjoy it as a trinket when we have normal tiers, that is. I think it's pretty good. We will absolutely bomb our item in our item room. We may as well do it before we check for the secret room, but we will keep one bomb as a just in case sort of. Let's see. Bombs, that's fine. Scatter bombs I think are fine. Gives us plenty of bombs. I think we're in a good situation. Let's go ahead and drop a bomb here. That is our secret room. Fantastic. Contained within is a half heart that we do not need. That's fine. Let's keep going then. Monstro. Monstro on a small room can be a bit difficult. Unfortunate to not be able to get out of the way when he jumped there. I'll drop a scatter bomb in there. Not quite what I was hoping for, but, you know, it was something, which is better than nothing, I guess. Okay, you're being a real jerk here, Monstro. Why you gotta do me like this? There we go. Got a little bit of damage in from scatter bomb there. Not a lot, but enough. Okay, Monstro, you can stop being a big butt now. That was terrible. I think Lazarus starts with his item. I'm not entirely sure. I think as a character he starts with his starting item, but for some reason I'm feeling like he doesn't, so I don't want to take it to full effect, if you will. If you don't know what the item is, I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not sure if he has it or not. I don't want to take the risk. So we'll take our box, see what we get. Child's heart is fine, we'll take our pills now. Speed down is pretty bad, luck down is just as bad. I think we're better off whipping a worm. Empress is fine. We'll head down to the next floor then. Hopefully we can do a little better. Oh, perfect. There's a rock tinted there for us. We will go ahead and pop that as soon as we can. And pick up the spirit hearts, hopefully contained within. Drop a bomb down. Perfect, a spirit heart and a bomb. Phenomenal. Pretty much what we were looking for. Thank you, Spider, for committing glorious Sudoku. You are very much appreciated for doing that to yourself. Almost got hemmed in there. Thankfully we were able to hit that pursuing man to the side and sort of squeeze around in there. Ooh. Now we are at 3 red hearts and 1 spirit heart, I believe, for our HP. So that's not bad. Hopefully, oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say hopefully that would be our second secret room, but our bomb sort of moved out of the way, so I guess we will never know. which is fine. Usually second secret rooms tend to be near the boss room anyway. It's odd, but that's just the way it is. These little guys shouldn't be too much of a problem unless we get super close to them, but thankfully we are whipping a worm, so we have plenty of range to take them out from a distance. There we are. We'll keep on taking them out. One or two more, I believe, somewhere on here. No, I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. I guess I'm just going crazy. Oh boy, Mullaboom is spooky scary, but we took care of him, thankfully. Mullabooms, I don't know if we've seen them yet, but they will chase us down and explode on us, which is incredibly annoying. One of the more difficult items. How do you spawn an immolated hopper? Hello? That doesn't even make sense. Get out of here. I'd rather have this guy than an immolated hopper. That just made no sense. I'll take tarot cards though. Those are pretty decent. That's an alright spacebar item. Two of spades. Two of spades is okay. I think what I'm going to do is go back and use our... Oh, that was terrible. So we have half a spirit heart now, I believe. We will go back, pick up our Empress card, and use that on the boss fight here. And then we will take our two of spades down to the next floor with us, so that we can get more value from it. Okay, we absolutely do still have some sort of protection there. Little Horn. Little Horn's not too bad. Thoroughly enjoy this Little Horn fight, to be honest with you. I think he's a cool boss. Thank you for hitting yourself with your own bomb. Stay there. Ah, unfortunate. We're doing a good amount of damage with this Empress card, though. So I don't think we really have a lot to worry about. Alright, Little Horn, you're almost perished. Please pass for me. That would be greatly appreciated. Also greatly appreciated would be for you to stop spitting. Thank you. And a deal with the devil ensued. Very nice. Wow, that's very good for us. Guppy's tail. It's a guppy item. Good enough. Alright, fantastic. Let's go back for our two of spades, and then we'll check for the secret room above the shop, maybe? Maybe it's right in here? No. Unfortunate. Where else would it be, then? Where else do we think the secret room would be? I guess it could be above the item room? I guess I can give that a shot. I don't think we can actually do it from inside the item room, so I think I have to do it from over here. That was indeed our secret room, thankfully. Kind of an odd place for it, but oh well, good enough. Full health. We were already at full health, we don't need a speed downgrade again. And puberty. Puberty does literally nothing, so that's not bad. Alright, well, we've done everything that we need to do, so we will go down. Thankfully, we still have, I believe, 3.5 spirit hearts, one being a black heart. Yeah, I was correct. And we only have the 2 red hearts, of course, because we took Guppy's tail in our deal with the devil. Which I think is fine. It spawns us more red hearts, but we have this 2 of spades, so if we get a pretty decent amount of keys, we can double them before opening any of the golden chests that we potentially get. This room is a pain. Honestly. I need these bats gone before anything else, because I'm just going to get smacked around by said bat while I try to destroy anything else. Even though he's relatively slow, his shots are really annoying, and he's really tanky. And then we need to take care of this Spider-Man over here, which we did. These nubs should now be priority number 1, in hopes of taking them down before they can spawn more spiders. We took out most of them before they spawned any more spiders, and they take a relatively long time before they can spawn anymore. So we did it perfectly a-okay. We'll try down in this small room here. These guys shoot on angles. But I even said that they shot on angles and still got hit. Twice. Ugh. Well, that's alright, though. We'll keep going. Actually, we should look at what is in this room. Not really what I was looking for. Okay. This is fine. We found our item room. Fantastic. I'm actually going to potentially wait. Nah, I'm just going to use our 2 of spades now, I think. Even though I don't want to, I would rather go to our item room. I guess I can wait a little bit before we go to our item room. They luckily can't hit us at this range, so we should be fine here. We can outrange them, and we did indeed. Stars, there we go. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. I will take the shears. I think the shears are phenomenal. Fantastic item. On the boss fight, I will show you what they do. They give us basically a level 3 cube of meat for a room. I think they're very good. I think they do a lot of good. That was really bad, but oh well. We have very little damage right now, which is a shame. I haven't seen any tinted rocks either yet, which is also a shame. Ooh. Might do that after the boss fight. I don't want to do it before because we still have this spirit heart and you never know. I would like to get into that as well, so hopefully we can get a couple keys at some point, simply so that we can double them with our 2 of spades here, and then use them for both the item room and that golden chest. Maybe we can fight the boss and get latchkey. That would be appreciated. These guys are a bit annoying. I would like to take out the dark gray ones first because they spawn the silkworms, which are, in my opinion, some of the most annoying enemies in the game when you have low damage. That's a good start for our key doubling. Getting a single key every time is getting 2 keys. So a very nice start for us. Hopefully we can keep that up, get some more keys. Alright. Still need to take out these last 2 guys. You will spawn into flies and worms. Ooh, almost. Alright, a couple flies up here, then we can go and fight our boss. Which we will. Pestilence. Small room pestilence, that's annoying. Ugh. It also gives us flying for the room, so that's very handy. Thank you. Our body here is sort of a 3rd level meat boy in a way, but it only lasts for the 1 room, and unfortunately it is a long charge. 6 rooms until we can do that again. I do appreciate the cube of meat though. I think that's a very good item. I would rather be whipping a worm than having a watch battery right now. So we will open this, and another key is fantastic. Means that we have 6 keys available to us currently. Do we have HP on the boss fight? We do. So that means that I do not feel bad about opening this. Unfortunately, no keys, which is what I was looking for. But we will indeed be doubling them. And then opening both this and our item room. And if we can find our secret room, which I believe is not right there, okay. If we can find our secret room, we already went to our item room, of course, we got the stars card. But if we can find our secret room, as I was attempting to say, then we can potentially get enough money to make our shop worthwhile. I'm going to check below the shop to see if it could be there. Down here? No. Where else could our secret room be? I guess it could be adjacent to this room. Okay, I guess it could be. I don't know if it is. It is, alright. That's good. That's more than enough money. Fantastic. I'm very satisfied with that. Now we can head into our shop. And from our shop we get battery. Battery is good. That makes our spacebar item charge. And we get a charge from it as well, which is phenomenal. I like the 9 volts. We also bought the Spirit Heart, even though it puts us below 5 cents for the next floor's arcade. I still think that the Spirit Heart is worthwhile, simply because we have a chance for a deal with the devil on this floor, and I would really, really like one. gonna slip by this guy really quickly. Hop in there with our cube of meat. This guy is quite annoying, but we managed to get out of the way of his creep attack. We'll head this way. Bomb flies, our mortal enemies. Almost got us there. Perfect. Okay, that was super close. I am thankful that we were able to make it out of that without getting hit. And that. Man, we do not a lot of damage right now. Hopefully we can find some more damage increasing items. Maybe, you know, a couple of high tier items, if you catch my meaning. Maybe some of the, ooh, that's actually really nice for us. A stone chest is okay. We will absolutely blow that up. For Goat Head, wow. Goat Head is phenomenal for us here. I will take that, absolutely. Deal with the devils are ahead. Which is, of course, where we would find our top tier items. I would really like maybe a Death's Touch. I feel like that is a nice middling, not too broken item that we can be asking for here. Because our tiers seem to be decently... our tier stat, at least, seems to be decent. So, making it even better only makes it that much better, in a way. It can only be... It's also really good to get piercing shots. I'm not sure if our secret room could be up there, but at some point I will absolutely be checking. Let's head in this direction. Take out this big man if we can before we go after these little dips, simply because the big man is way more annoying than the little dips. Alright, dips. You can't tell me these little guys aren't cute. Look at them. They got the biggest smiles on. We'll take a couple bombs, even though we already have a million. This could also be our secret room. We may as well check, considering how many bombs we have. Let them blow up before I leave, so I don't get hit by that on the way back in later. That was unfortunate. We need to stay at a bit more of a distance, hopefully, so we can sort of see where his tiers are going. Worked out for us that time. Let's head up here. Empty room for now. Let's keep going. There's our item room. That's what we were looking for. Oh, we got a couple hits in on these guys. That was bad. Should have gotten out of the way. Alright, you can pop. Thank you. Got him. And we have a black heart. Right as we lost our spirit hearts, so fantastic. That is very nice. That is the halo. It is indeed an all stats upgrade. So, in a way, that is indeed a damage upgrade. Not a big damage upgrade, but a damage upgrade nonetheless. Also a tiers upgrade, also a health upgrade, a speed upgrade, all the above. Range upgrade even. I enjoy the halo. It is phenomenal. Should also show our seed. YG230S3S, that sounds like the next Samsung phone. I will go ahead and destroy these dips as quickly as I can. I don't want this guy to keep charging at me. Not a fan of when these guys charge. Okay, there we go. Still not doing a ton of damage, but we are shooting a little bit quicker now, which is always a good thing. These guys can be spooky, but if we can keep them all in a line here, we should be a-okay. I would like it if our cube of meat would be a little bit more reactive and sort of come around to the front here, but it doesn't look like it's doing that right yet. This is bad. Oh, almost. We almost made it through that room. We came close. Let's get this man out of the way now. Fantastic. Drops us a bomb even. Now we have this big room with our shop and the boss room adjacent to it. Try our best to explode these guys as quickly as possible. Since we have not yet been to our secret room, actually, thinking about it, it might be... No, it's not above our shop there, is it? I don't know if that's where a bomb would go for the secret room. I don't think it is, so I sincerely doubt that our secret room is there. But I'll check regardless, just because of how many bombs we have. You never know. Could be there, I guess. That was more what I was looking for. A nice little chain reaction. Get more than one with one explosion is what I'm talking about there. Perfect. Just take out this silkworm if we can't. Alright, there we go. We may as well check here, as I was saying, because it very well may be a secret room. It is not. I would like to look for a secret room before we head into the shop, just in case, because we only have 2 keys, and I would like to save them a little bit and not waste them. So our secret room is not going to be there. Let's go over this way, then. We already looked up there. I guess there is potential for it to be down. No, it's not to our right there. Here we have a curse room, which we will not be entering. Even though we already have the goat head, I would rather wait until after we fight the boss and potentially get a red heart on the ground. Actually, we have a red heart back there. What am I talking about? If that's a full red heart, then we will absolutely be checking out our curse room here. Actually, regardless, we're going to go into our curse room here because we will get more health from the boss. This is annoying, but, well, you know, not a lot you can do about it. These guys have 1,000,000 health. I have voiced my displeasure about those guys multiple times in the past. Spirit Heart? Fantastic. Spirit Hearts or a guppy item? Neither. Oh well. We'll head on out of here. We will grab this heart over here if we can, which we indeed can. And I guess we'll look here for a secret room. There it is. Whoa. And in it we have some good stuff. We must remember to come back for that Eternal Heart. I think in a recent episode I said I would be coming back for an Eternal Heart and then just completely forgot about it. Or at least I think I remember that happening. That sounds familiar. It sounds like something I would do as well. For some reason in this game I have horrible memory. Shove. Shove is fine. Our sheer man here should be taking care of him relatively quickly. And we get Speedball. And from our deal with the devil we have Flying, which I don't think we need. I would much rather have the Pact here. Ooh, and we also get experimental treatment. That is odd. Hello? Oh, there we go. Alright. That's fine. We can also go back for Lord of the Pit if we think we need it. I'm going to see how he shuffled our stats. Oh, he gave us a ton of range, but not a lot of anything else. So if we get a different trinket, it will almost always be worthwhile because our range is phenomenal right now, so we don't really need range. But since we have that this Eternal Heart, actually, I think it might be worthwhile to take Flying. Even though our spacebar item gives us Flying. Yeah, I don't think we need Flying. Our spacebar item gives us Flying. I think we're fine. We'll head on down. We'll save our HP. Pop this Eternal Heart, of course. Fantastic. See what's in here. Red chest. Almost is usually something I will do. Almost always worthwhile for me. Because you never know, you might get a guppy item, you might get some spirit hearts, you might get some form of deal with the devil item that you wouldn't otherwise get. So I am quite the fan of red chests. This is not a very fortunate spot for me to be standing at the spawn of those oozing guys, if you will. The sort of meat grinder men. The meaty men. Meaty, meaty, meaty men. I don't know the rest of that song. I think it's a 50 Cent song. I don't listen to music. I try my best to make music references, but I don't listen to enough music to finish them. Alright. These little leaper men should go down here relatively easily. And that was our third wave, which is the final wave. We have plenty of bombs, plenty of keys, and a pretty decent amount of money for our current state. Hopefully we can find the secret room, and it contains 5 cents. That is the ideal. That was unfortunate to be hit. We have enough keys for that. This is fine. Unfortunate to give us that, but regardless, should still be fine. Down to this big room, I suppose. I was trying to get a spacebar item charge before we came in here, but that was obviously not possible, considering how many rooms we had. We will actually take these guys out relatively quickly. We don't do a lot of damage, but we shoot relatively fast. I'm a bit of a fan of that. I can get down to that. And we will continue to destroy these spiders and these little guys here. I believe there are only 2 guys left. 1 guy now, 0 guys. I think it's just this spider and I. And it was. And here we go. This is actually a decent item, I think at least. Especially with all this range. This could actually be very good for us considering our range. Because we are at maximum range. These tiers should... This is actually really funny. I have never had this item and this much range. This is actually really funny. I like that a lot. And I think this is going to be a phenomenal item here for us. Oh, I stepped on this creep. I even saw it. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm tempted to use our shears here, but I do not believe that we need to. I think we can get through the rest of this room adequately. Without using them, of course. I would like for this guy to be going down a little bit quicker and give us our pill already. I believe the green men are the ones that drop pills. Shoot him this way so that he charges at us and hit him from the side. Unfortunate to not have taken him down. There we go, and there's our pill. Puberty. Again, does absolutely nothing. Fantastic. Oh, that was very unfortunate, but not a lot we could really do there. I like this item a lot. I actually think it's a lot of fun. I have never had it with this much range, as I said, and I am very satisfied with the outcome of that. I didn't think it was going to be quite this good with this much range, but it's fantastic. I can be happier. Oh. Ooh, I would like to open that, but at the same time, I don't think we really can afford to right now, looking at our health situation. I hope this man springs his head at us and then perishes. Thank you for my plan coming into fruition, game. Spirit Heart is fantastic, considering we were on our last half of a Spirit Heart. This room, once more, but without a champion, should be relatively simple. Unfortunately, we don't have those piercing shots that I was looking forward to, but that was bad. I was hoping that our cube of meat would have been able to help us there. Didn't really come through the way I was hoping it would, which is fine. It happens. Can't count on cube of meat for everything. Go ahead and destroy this guy. Perfect. Let's keep on going with these guys. Oh, I tried to get out of the way. Oh boy. This room can be annoying when you get them all to go different ways. So some shoot horizontal, some shoot vertical. That's very good for us. Again, we'll save that. Alright, continuum. Phew, that was a close one. Alright, we have this giant man right in here. He shouldn't be too bad to take out. I think we'll be a-okay here. No need for the shears. We can save them for our boss room item, which is coming up, or for our boss room, which is coming up right over there. I think we'll be fine. Perfect. We will absolutely use a key here. Shiny rock. Nah, I'd rather have the range. Even though we're at maximum range, I still think that it's fun. Just because it gives us quicker shots, if you will. Get in there, little man. There we go. That was bad. But our shears are doing a buttload of damage. A real large amount of damage. There we go. We got stem cells, we got to deal with the devil, and we got necropolis, as I'm sure you saw in the bottom corner. Fantastic. Do we want Ghost Baby? Ghost Baby I don't think is very good. But it is another familiar. Nah, I don't think we need him. I don't think he's good enough. Especially not for a whole heart. I think we're better off with what we have. We will go back and look for a secret room. And once we are finished looking for a secret room, we will potentially go to the shop, depending on how much money we get. Actually, we're going to go to the shop regardless, because we already have 15 cents. So, to the shop we go, if we haven't been there already. We have not. Okay. We'll go and find it. Oh, we also have that Eternal Heart. Almost picked it up by accident. We will check for a shop here, or a secret room here. No secret room there. That's alright, we'll go across here. We'll check up here. Nope. Well, we'll go across, we'll go down here, and then we'll check to the, oh, it's not to the side. That's alright. See if we can't get this guy this way. The cool way. Greed. Greed in the shop. Could be better, could be worse. At least we'll get enough money to make our next shop guaranteed worthwhile, even though we already have a good amount of money. And we're doing a pretty decent amount of damage here. I'm surprised how quickly that rose. We weren't doing very much damage not too long ago, and now we're doing a pretty good amount. That should be able to give us whatever we want on the next floor. I guess our secret room could be here. We'll give this a shot. It is not there. Alright. I'll look here and then we'll go if it's not here. It's not there. So we'll go. Thank you for the Eternal Heart once more. We'll be heading down to the mom floor, the depths 2. Or potentially Necropolis because we just did unlock it. And it's the depths. Oh well. Necropolis is just the harder version of the depths. Much like the other ones, such as the not the womb. The womb has one, the utero, of course. Much like the utero is to the womb, the necropolis is to the depths. Get more than enough money there. I was contemplating checking for a second secret room, but decided not to. Oh boy, those bats got in on us a little bit too quickly. Callus. What is our range looking like without this? Ooh, I don't like our shot speed without this. I think we're much more inclined to take this item, well, this trinket with us. The whippin' a worm. Whoa, whipworm. Whippin' a worm is, of course, my preferred lingo for what I call it. Whippin' a worm. Whippin' a worm. I'll take this half heart, I suppose. Then we'll keep going. Did I already look there for a secret room? I did not. Let's check here. There it is. Fantastic. Hopefully no greed. Alright, just money. I'm good with money. If there's something in the shop we want, then we absolutely have a pretty good amount of money to donate, if our donation machine will take it. Hopefully it will. Oh, oh. It juked me out there. They went in all different odd sort of patterns coming at me. They managed to juke me. Oh, that was unfortunate. I think we got hit a couple times there. Oh yeah, that's bad. That's pretty good for just this. We won't be using it anymore, but we'll take it just for that. So that we got that little bit of heart when we entered there. Got that little bit of HP, I should say. We may take it when we enter the shop as well. I will not open that. Get both these guys to shoot. Unfortunately, get stuck on a rock as we do so. Perfect. And we get a spirit, or a red heart back anyway, which is what we're looking for. And we get a nice big room full of skulls, which is fantastic. We can blow these skulls up for some potential black hearts or tarot cards, something of the such. Get in there, Sworn Protector. Get in there, buddy. Are you not going to, or are you just gonna attack fly? You're just in attack fly form now? Okay, well, good enough. We have plenty of bombs, so we'll check a bunch of these. Ooh, fantastic. We get Dry Baby from one. We'll absolutely take that. Let's check these 3 here. No hosts. That's surprising to me. Usually we get 1,000,000 hosts. We're looking for the shop, of course. I will use our spacebar item against Security Jr. because I really dislike it. Should have enough rooms to recharge it before the boss. Health down. Wow. Pills have not been good to us. There is our mom fight. We have plenty of rooms, and we also have the shop, so I'm not too concerned about our spacebar item right now. Oh boy. We got a key, which means we can open that golden chest that was back there, so we may as well. May as well take the chance here to open this. Hope for something. Alright, a little bit of HP and a scent. You never know, could be useful. Let's go down here in hopes of finding our shop. We did indeed. Fantastic. That was bad. I thought I could have gone in between, but unfortunately I could not. Alright, let's keep going. And perfect. Ooh, and we got a sack. 3 bombs and a scent from that. That's pretty good. We will take the map. We will indeed take this. We will take the key. We may as well take this so we don't have to do another room before we fight the boss, and we'll donate as much as we can. There we go. Fantastic. Now we'll go and fight Mom. I think we've done everything, right? Item room, check. Shop, check. Secret room, check. Yep, we're good. Let's go ahead and fight Mom. Man, we're not going to use a couple bombs there. I don't think we need to. Okay, our damage is not quite what I thought it was. Which is unfortunate, but we're doing enough damage to where I'm not really concerned about it. Oh yeah, especially from our sort of body here. Our body is doing a very nice amount. So thank you, body. That gives us a speed upgrade. Hopefully we find something good in here. We get Crampy Cramp, which is fine. Krampus is not too bad. We technically have Spectral Tears, thanks to our Continuum. That was close. His Brimstone attack is, of course, his most annoying attack, which on occasion will tag me as it did there. Alright. This is going, I guess, alright so far. Putting a lot of faith in you. Sworn Protector, and you're letting me down. Gotta do better than this, bud. We're getting them though, we're getting them though. There we go, perfect. He gave us Krampus's head, unfortunately. Would have much rather had the lump of coal, of course. 2 of diamonds. Not really what we're looking for whatsoever. Puberty does nothing. Chariot we would like to take with us, so we may as well use this now. Just cause. Doesn't really do anything for us, but we'll take it anyway. We will be using bombs here in hopes of getting some black hearts. Or tarot cards. Tarot cards would also be nice. I think our shears are better than what we have there. I think I'd rather have the chariot. I absolutely think that the shears are better than that, right? They gotta be. They do a good amount of damage against bosses. The body does at least. So I think that we're sticking with that. Alright, here we have the map showing us potential ways. I think our boss room is probably all the way up top, because it usually tends to be like that. We can check this, whoa, I didn't realize he was a 4 splitter there, if you know what I mean. I didn't see if this was the womb or the utero. So unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure. Our HP situation is a little bit scary, but we should be fine. Let's keep going this way. These guys shouldn't be too bad. If they are, we have our spacebar item charged. Especially if they're just gonna Mario flame it like this. Okay, well, we gotta get out of here. We were in a bad situation there, but we can spacebar item our way out, thankfully. And we absolutely should have enough rooms to recharge that, thanks to the battery, on occasion giving us double charges. Like that. Like there, I should say, instead of oddly pronouncing it incorrectly. Oh boy. Thought we were gonna get hit there for sure. Okay, well we did in the end, but... oh well, it happens. These guys are a bit annoying. I apologize if you have your bass on very loud, because they have a very loud noise that they produce when they stomp like that. I'm sure you can hear it. Especially these brain guys, but the intestine guys have it as well. Much prefer the intestine guys to the brains, simply because they don't leave creep and they can only go around on sides, so they make me much happier. What makes you small? Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really do much for us, doesn't really hurt us though, so it's acceptable. We of course have our spacebar item charged now, so if the boss is indeed up here, which I think it is, then we'll be fine. Let's keep shooting. Perfect. Open up this gray chest here. Get a couple bombs out of it. I'll take it. And that is indeed our boss room. I figured it would be. Fantastic there. And beautiful. We get a sack from it, which gives us 2 of clubs. I don't think we're going to get very many more, or need very many more than 20 bombs at least. Skull-X is fine. Skull-X is perfect, actually. I like Skull-X. You only have to hit his tail. I think we fought him before. But he is quite the simple boss. Unfortunately, his little worm guys are tagging me like crazy. We can't actually hit him when he does that attack. But we can hit him when he does that attack, just for a very short amount of time. Alright. Hopefully he does his tail attack again soon. Then we can get in some serious damage. There it is. Didn't really get in as much damage as I would have hoped to, but we got in a little bit. Alright, Skull-X. You can stop being a little bit annoying now. Oh, that was that, unfortunately. Oh, we have, oh, it does work. Lazarus is, he does have his starting item, okay. If I knew that, I would have done that a very long time ago. But Lazarus' starting item, when we die, we get a lot more damage. And if I had known that we started with this, I would have probably committed Glorious Sudoku on the first floor, simply because the damage from it is incredible. And I really would have liked this a long time ago when we didn't have any damage. We'll take HP, sort of rebuild ourselves here. Don't want that. So we'll go on down. We have our Chariot Card, we have a very good amount of damage. I can hope that we can take on Mom's Heart, especially if we find it early. I think Mom's Heart would be top left. That just looks like the most appropriate place for it. So that's where I'm going to head, top left. I'm actually going to use this because I don't trust myself on this room. Unfortunately. We are only at 1 health right now. So this could be a very difficult floor for us, because if we get hit once, we die. Whoop, almost right there. Whoop, almost again. And Dry Baby saved us. Perfect. Alright, let's keep going up this way then. This is very scary. Thank you, Dry Baby. Phew. We got an extra hit out of that. Here's Pride. Double Pride. Oh boy. Thank goodness we're so quick. Being stopped up on a rock there for a second didn't really affect us because our speed is incredibly high. We must have gotten that from experimental treatment earlier, which rerolls all of our stats. Oh, that was bad. Hopefully he... Oh, this is Lust, isn't it? I think that's his name. Full health. Okay, that could potentially be helpful. What is this? Lemon Party? I wish I knew what that was. And we'll go in here. We get this guy, which is perfect. We'll open this, hope to get something good. Not quite what we were looking for. Alright, well, we have 2 hits here. I hope we can do it against Mom's Heart. Let's give it a shot. We can only get hit twice, of course. Well, we can only get once, and then we die. Get in there, little man. Get in there and do some good damage. Perfect. Thank you, little man. And by little man, I of course mean my own body. Yes. Mom's Heart was defeated, which gives us Fetus in a Jar and Demo Man. Very nice. And we are going to be skipping these because we already know what they are. So, that was a close call. Thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode.